What's going on, everybody? It is Greg, and we are finally back in the garage for another video, another vlog. It's been a while. Yes, I know it has been a while. I've been super busy. There's been a lot of things happening, and I have some news. A little bit of news. You might like it, you might not like it, but we have news. First bit, the quad is pretty much done. I've been riding it, well, we've been riding it around the neighborhood. Still one or two more things. I need to put the lights in still, and I do need a new master cylinder. I'm going to order that in a week or two. But other than that, it's been fun to just mess around with this thing. I do need to clean up this half of the garage still because, well, just look at it. Other things, we have the one other project. What was it? Oh, the outdoor kitchen, the barbecue grill. I got that all squared away with custom cutting and fitting and everything. That's in the backyard. I'll show you guys later. The bus has been moved over a little bit. This was very hard to do. I did that today. So we are going to conserve some space. Yeah, as you can see, there's now space in the garage. For what? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to move some things over and then get Christine back in. I'm pretty sure that's probably what's really going to happen. But you guys are here for car news, not garage cleaning up news. Christine is here. Christine has been here, and yeah, we have 2 tires for the rear, so now we'll have 4 brand new tires. That way she won't be sitting on 2 flats, and then we can clean her up, get her either in the garage and drive her, and do fun stuff. There's a layer of dirt on the car that's yeah. You will no longer be abandoned. All day I've been waiting for clouds, and then when the temperature starts to go down just a little bit, thunder. Great. But back to why we're here for this video. So Christine is here. The bus is there. The trailer is still here. There's the wife's Tiguan. But where, oh where, is the GTI? The GTI is gone. Now, there's a little bit of glimpses here and there, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have already known that we have a new daily. That's right, boys and girls. We have a new daily, the GTI. Sad to say, not really sad, but the GTI is gone. I'll explain why it's gone and all that stuff, but we do have a 2017 Jetta GLI 6.5, 6.5 facelift GTI in, I'm not sure of the color, actually. It could be tornado red or flash red, whichever it is. I'll look into the color code here shortly, but yeah, I've had it now for 2 days, and I absolutely love it. I've always wanted a GLI. I can't get my screen. I've always wanted a GLI ever since the Mark IV GLI, and now we have one. What's going on with all the clouds are coming in? See if you guys can see. Those are rain clouds. And it's raining right over there. It's gonna come this way. So I have to film this quick. So I have to film this in the garage. The winds and everything's already starting to pick up. So yes, this is the car. We're probably gonna do a more in-depth video on it if it doesn't rain here shortly, but yeah, super happy about it. Oh man, it looks so good. Looks so good. I'm super happy, pumped. It drives awesome. It looks awesome. and I can't wait. I can't wait. So let me get in the garage and tell you how I ended up with this thing. Okay, so let's see. Probably this whole thing started probably a week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I wanted to take the GTI to the dealer and get the timing chain serviced because the car had 127,000 miles. So I take it to the dealer, and I have a buddy that works there, Mark. So we take the car in, and I tell them, hey, timing chain service. It was leaking a little bit of coolant. I couldn't find the leak because it wasn't like leaking on the ground or anything, strangely enough. And I think that was the only real issue that the car had. It drove fine, never had any issues, no hiccups, anything like that. And I could tell Mark, you know, go through it, check for the coolant leak, and anything else, let me know what the car needs. So a day goes by, and then I get the call, and there's a laundry list, a super long laundry list of things that the car needs that you would never know. The car, you wouldn't know that it had any of these issues. Nothing super major, but within the next year or so would have probably need to be repaired. So, you know, repairs aren't cheap. The car had no warranty, so it was going to be expensive. The timing chain service alone, I was getting done at the dealer for around $1,900, and I was already cringing at paying that, but you know, it is what it is because the car is 12 years old, so it's a 9-year-old car. It's got 127,000 miles. I'm going to fix that, and then I still have a couple more payments to pay on it, and then I would own a 9-10-year-old car that still needed approximately another $4,000 to $5,000 in repair. ABS module was going, which I thought was a speed sensor, but it turned out it wasn't that. The dual mass flywheel that the DSGs have was, I guess they just call it chatter. So like when you would start the car, you would hear that, you would hear it chattering, and then also it needed a carbon cleaning. So sometimes it wouldn't happen all the time, but sometimes it would start and then the whole car would just shake like crazy, and then it would clear up after like 10 seconds. Maybe not even 5 to 10 seconds. It would clear up, and then you wouldn't feel no hiccups. Didn't lose any power, or so that I thought. Once you get on it, it would take off, it would move, and everything like that. The coolant leak. They found the coolant leak. It was like the two coolant pipes that come off of the coolant ball, which for some reason this one hose thing was like $400 something. Now this is all dealer prices, of course, but this is also discounted dealer prices. So I couldn't imagine somebody taking their car and needing these repairs. So anyway, oh look, it's starting to rain. That's great. I wanted to do something, but it's raining now, so for whatever. Anyway, I digress. So I had a decision to make. He told me, like, hey, you can invest, we can do the timing chain, and then later on you can invest in the car, or just get what you can out of it now, and then trade up if you want to, if you were looking for a new car. Because I had told him later, a few weeks ago, that I'm looking for a new car, maybe a truck or something like that for the utility. So I started looking I tell him to hold off on the repairs, and at the time I had a loaner from Volkswagen, a 2019, well, not from Volkswagen, but through Volkswagen with Hertz, a 2019 Atlas, which, let me tell you, I really, really enjoyed driving for 2 days. You know, the size of it, the room, having the 3.6, which I'm probably going to look for one of those motors for Christine here in the future, probably, and make that swap happen. Yeah, because you just have to do it, I think. I think nowadays, you want a little bit more power in the car, and then like a 3.6 is a cool update. 3.2 is more common, so I think the 3.6 is going to be the next move. And after that, I don't think Volkswagen's making any big motors like that. They're going, no, like they're putting 1.4s in cars, which is ridiculous. And then electric. So the last, I think, hurrah for the VR is the 3.6. So I think getting my hands on one of those is going to be the move. So back to the situation. So I tell them to hold off on doing the repairs. I'm going to start looking for a new car. So the money that I was going to spend on just a timing service and, you know, the coolant leak and all that stuff, I'm like, well, that's a cool... Oh, something was swinging down here by the book. Anyway. So I figured that'd be a cool down payment, and then plus trading the car in and blah, blah, blah. You know, I had one more year to pay for the car, and then it would have been mine outright. So I start looking. Now, a year or two ago, we went to off-lease only. And, you know, I hear mixed reviews about them, but we went there and we bought my wife's Tiguan, and with the warranty and stuff, and we've had no issues with the car. The car has low mileage, everything in it works. There's literally no issues with it. We bought it with a bad radio, and with the warranty, we took it to Volkswagen themselves, and
I'm sorry.
What, you need something?
No.
Oh.
I just need to see what we're doing.
They, you know, you pay the $100 deductible, and then you get your, whatever is wrong with the car, you get it fixed. We had the speed sensors go, which apparently is a thing for Volkswagens, these newer ones. All 4 got replaced. The bill was like $837 if I remember correctly. But it turned out, anyway, with the, of course, with the warranty, you only have to pay $100, so it's perfect. So I went back there, I looked, and I saw the GLI. It was weird that it had only 15,000 miles for 2017, but I'm like, somebody just bought a car and they just didn't really drive it. So I went and looked at it, test drove it. I was like, I don't know, maybe. Left there. Went to another dealer, and they had a white one. They had a white one. It was 6-speed manual. It had 64,000 miles. I was like, okay, let's go check that one out. I went one day after work, and I go inside the dealership, and they couldn't find the car. They had no idea where the car was. I showed them pictures, the stock number. I had 2-3 people go in the back, and they said they can't find the car. Like 10-15 minutes later, one of the guys comes out. He's like, "Oh, the car's at Volkswagen getting looked at, or just like looked over, or whatever, inspected." We can't. We don't even have a day of when it's gonna be back. I'm just like, but you have it on your site that it's for sale. He's like, "Yeah, a third party takes care of that, blah blah blah." So I'm like, "All right, cool, bro. I drove all the way over here to see a car that you don't even know where it is." So left. Then the next day went back, took the Tiguan, not the Tiguan, the Atlas back to Volkswagen, and then went back to off lease. And then the guy's like, "Hey man, you wanna test drive the car again?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Test drive a car. Test drove it. Then came back and I was like, you know what? Let's make a deal. Not even really thinking in my head, I'm gonna be here for another 4 to 5 hours for this process, or that I may or may not want to take like other things off of the GTI. I'm just like, whatever, do it. Now, I didn't save the suspension because it's probably the coilovers have like 50-60,000 miles on it, so they're already used. Crazy. The wheels, I told them to keep the wheels because if you know I-4, you live in Orlando, if you ever driven on I-4, you know that the construction has been going on for I don't even know how long now, maybe 30 years. It's never going to end. The road is bad. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. The transitions are like this. And I hit one a couple times because of traffic, and yeah, I think the front wheels were bent. Slightly, but you know, you drive the speed limit or a little bit over the speed limit, and the steering wheel is starting to, you know, shake and shimmy and all that stuff. So they can have the wheels. And I think I did 2 or 3 trades to get those wheels anyway, so it's like those wheels really didn't cost me anything. So made the deal, brought home the Jetta, and there it is. So that's pretty much the interesting story about the new car.
My new car.
So, excuse me? What?
My new car.
I don't understand. I don't understand. But anyways, so this is where we're at. And yeah, got a new car on the channel and at the house. And we'll see what happens. I wanted to like clean it a little bit more. I wiped down the whole interior the other day. I wanted to clean the outside, but as you can see now, or maybe not really tell, it is now raining after it being 103 degrees all day while I was working outside. I was looking forward to cooler temperatures to probably go back outside and finish what I'm doing, but so much for that. So, and now I can't even really film the rest of the video because, thank you, Florida. So, probably just end it here and then probably pick up tomorrow or later on when it stops raining here. But from the looks of the sky, it's not gonna stop. Okay, so about 15 minutes later, the temperature has dropped significantly, which is always good, and it's a little less humid than it was before, so that's great as well. We have some cloud cover, and it stopped raining. So now, let's finish. So, like I said, 2017 GLI. Stock 18-inch Mallory's. I believe those are the name. Let's go inside. Oh, it's hot in here. Ooh, start her up. Oh my gosh. I will suffer through this for you guys. It is extremely hot in here. Now, some of you, or a lot of you, probably know what an inside of a GLI looks like. For those that do not, you get the leather wrapped steering wheel with all of your stereo controls, volume, cruise control, all that stuff is on the wheel. Flappy paddles that are not really that flappy. I'm gonna probably definitely do extensions like I had in the GTI. All your trim is black with red around it. I'm not sure if, you know, that trim coincides with the color, exterior color of the car. I probably doubt it. Volkswagen's not that cool and pays that much attention to detail, so probably not. But I do like this. This is off. This is pretty cool. If your radio is off, you can change the look. Come on. Of the clock. You have 4 of them. Come on. It seems to not, like, it's not super. You can go digital. You can change the look of the clock, which is pretty dope, I think. But it's not like you're going to be driving around without your radio on. Anyway, all the cool bells and whistle stuff. They have dual climate zones in the front, heated seats, the start stop button, park assist. This car has park assist and blind side assist. Everything is trimmed in red and black. Black leather with red stitching on the seats. I will assume that these are made by Recaro with the extra bolstering. What I've wanted to do in the Jetta forever is have black upper plastics, but in here it's all cloth, so it's all black. That is super dope. We got a sunroof. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have 2 sets of mats, the cloth ones that come with it, stitched in red, and then there's a set of monster mats in here as well that say GLI. So there's that. As you can see, we've got 15,000 miles on it. I've already put, jeez, yeah, 259, almost. I test drove the car and it was a little bit less than 15, and then when I came back, like, I guess somebody probably either drove it or whatever the case may be. So they put a little bit of miles on it. But anyway, things that I definitely gonna do in this car. I'm gonna get the Euro switch so I can have the park light option and the rear fog light option. That's gonna be a thing. I told you the flappy paddle extensions. They come in handy. Also, the stereo in this car is pretty dope. It's an 9 speaker, I believe, 9 speaker audio, done by Fender. So if you know anything about like music stuff, they do a lot of like instruments, guitars, and all that kind of stuff. So you have the tweeters in the A pillars, obviously the speakers in the door, same as the back, and then you have the rear sub under the rear deck. I'm gonna say it's an 8, a thin 8. So I'm normally put a sub in anything car. Obviously I have the one from the GTI, but we'll see what we do about that. Wait a minute, I can't pull the... That's interesting. You can't pull the latch for the trunk with... the trunk. For the hood with the door closed. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Interesting. Let's take a look. Oh, I can turn this off. I don't need to be in it. Oh, since we're here, see if we get the color code here. No, I don't see it here. Anyways, you got GLI door sills. Everything's black in here. Everything's super clean. I need to get the dead pedal for sure. The little GLI badges on the side. The side skirts and rear lip and front lip that the GLI offers. The spoiler is a GLI thing as well. And obviously the front facelift and all that jazz. Yeah, the thing I don't understand. See, this is what I'm talking about, Volkswagen. They've gone back to... Hold on. So I can get the... You gotta be propping the hood. So I'm gonna look and see if the gas struts will work on this. If they would, it would be here and there probably. So I'm gonna look and see if they make something for that or not. So typical 2-liter 210 horsepower turbo motor. Everything's black. I may go through and do a little painting here. Maybe like one of those things, something like that. Obviously, I let the intake go with the GTI, so whatever. So an intake will be coming. And yeah, man, it's super clean under here. Super clean. Now, the car was in a little fender bender. If you could see here, there's a little bit of a gap right here. And they repainted the bumper, and they didn't do a great job. Somebody tried to color sand it or wet sand it, and they didn't do a good job of that. So that'll be taken care of too. Probably take the bumper off, send it to somebody, and have it perfectly matched and painted. But that's not a huge deal. And according to the Carfax, it wasn't structural damage. It was just cosmetic. And as you can see, look, they need to get trim painted some of the plastics up front. They just have white stuff and they're just faded. So the Mallory wheels, a little bit of curbage, nothing super crazy. Red calipers, trunk lip spoiler, and then we have the full roadside assistance kit. I wanted to look in there, but I'll do it later. And if you can see, there's the whole sub in the rear. So maybe I'll keep everything the way it is, or I will, just disconnect it and then put my 10-inch in there. I was able to keep my full-size spare because I'm not an idiot. So the car didn't come with a spare, but I told the kid, yo, I want to keep my full-size spare, and he said, cool. Okay, paint code LY3D. LY3D. So there it is. I'll take a look and see what it's supposed to be. And I don't have the Monster cargo or the Gorilla cargo mat, but my holding block things stick to this. So that's a plus. So yeah, man, this is it. She's super nice. Rides good. Everything. Absolutely love the car. Super happy. Super happy. First mod's coming. Definitely gonna have to tint the wheels because this black leather, when you get in it and this Florida sun, it is an absolute. Now, it's not a complete nightmare, but it's the worst thing ever. I'm not a huge fan of leather seats, especially when you don't have tint, and the tint needs to get done ASAP. So it'll be tint and take the GLI badge off of the rear, just because it serves no purpose in my opinion. So I'm gonna probably call Rafa here in a week or two, and then get both cars done because they need to be. That one needs to get tinted as well. So that's it. Then sometime this week I'll drop off the 2 tires and the wheels for Christine and get her back on, you know, fully rolling wheels, and then I'll do some videos with her in the coming weeks, cleaning her up and, you know, stuff like that. So that's about it. I was in the back this morning trying to dig out the backyard to put a pool. But it was just too hot, so I gave up. Now that it's cool, I might go back out there, but now everything's wet, so there's that. And I also have the video of the hot tub unboxing and install that I have to put out as well. So I'm probably going to go inside now, edit both of these videos, get them uploaded, blah blah blah. So thanks for watching, and I'm sorry it's been a few weeks without any uploads. It's just a lot of things been going on with not with our family, but we had a real good close friend of the family lose his battle with COVID, and it's rough because he left his wife and his 10-year-old son, and we love the family a lot. They're really close to us. Their son and Isaiah are like best friends, so this one it hurt a lot. So dealing with that for the last week, and then having to deal with the car stuff. Like, I want to be more and more excited about getting the GLI, but it's kind of like, well, I had to do it, kind of, and it's taking like second or third place to like what's happening in the real world. So I'm not telling anybody to do whatever, go get vaccinated or not. You know, everybody can make up their own mind. And in the beginning, I didn't want to. I was like, well, they came out with this vaccine 4 or 5 months ago, 5-6 months ago. We've been a year and a half and nobody got sick, but, you know, my wife had to talk to me and pretty much tell me, like, if something did happen, and what happens then? And then, you know, this is one of those instances where it is what it is. So take care of yourselves is pretty much what I'm saying. However you see fit to do so, to provide and protect you and your family, you do that, whatever that may be. And also, I will say, if you have a family and you haven't yet, and you've never even thought about it, life insurance. Life insurance. If you have health problems, if you don't have health problems, you could be driving to work, you're a perfectly healthy person, and you get into a car accident and bam, that's it for you. You want your family to be taken care of. You don't want them to have to struggle. You don't want your wife and your kid just stuck with nothing. So it is what it is. But you want to make sure that, you know, if you don't know anything about it, talk to your parents. I'm pretty sure your parents have everything squared away. There's wills, life insurance, or insurance on your house that if anything happens to a partner, the house gets paid off. There's stuff like that out there that you need to worry about and, pay for. It's not only about taking all your money, saving up, and then buying car parts, and then when something happens, there's nothing left. Your car sits there, it's going to sit there and probably rot, and then what do you get? So take care of yourselves, take some vitamins or whatever, and however you see fit to make it through the crap that we're going through now, just do so. Just do it intelligently, Okay, and this is a real eye opener. You know, we've had our life insurance for a while now, years, and you know, it really doesn't cost that much for a decent amount of coverage to at least pay off a house or pay off cars. That way, whoever's left can live somewhat comfortably. You know what I'm saying? And there's no need for a struggle on top of, obviously, you know, the bad thing that had happened. So yeah, you know, if you're a fan, or you know, no, I wouldn't say fan because that's weird. If you like the channel and you like the videos on it, consider hitting subscribe down below, maybe the bell. I'm going to try and put out more videos more frequently. It's just, you know, I got projects going. I don't really film the things I do around the house because a lot of people complain about it, and then it's like, what am I going to do? I'm working for 5-6 hours in the backyard. I'm not going to be changing camera angles and doing all that stuff. I just want to get the job done. So I will show you when the work is done, though, for sure. But yeah, so we do house stuff on this channel, we do car stuff on this channel, family things on this channel, but mostly it's a car channel. And eventually we will get back to Francis or 73 Westy. So that's it for me, and you guys be safe out there, and I will see you guys in the garage. Peace. This is a 2017 Volkswagen GLI.